Hello everybody. This demonstration is for the dry point to be able to create your value scale on here to get used to using the stylus. This is a piece of plastic that we have. You might have to pull the, there might be like a thin piece of plastic attached to it like that, of which you'd want to take off. And the reason why it's there, just to make sure that it doesn't get scratched if you were to actually do this, for a real part of the project. So I remove that. And again, this first part is mainly for you to get an idea on how to actually use the stylus, because you're going to print this, and also understand the printing process before you jump into the project too much. So the one that you saw online was actually like 8 steps, because it's going to be a value scale. If you want to do 8, you can. I'm only going to recommend like around 5 steps. So I'm going to kind of measure this off. Right now, this is about 7. It's not going to break up evenly, at least not easily. So I'm going to mark it off at, I think I decided to do 1.5 inches. So I'm going to mark that line there. 1.5 inches plus 1.5 inches is 3. And then from a 7, 6.5, and then 4. So my middle is only 1 inch long, and that's fine. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to mark it up here as well. And then I'm going to create a series of hatching marks on here and cross-hatching marks on here to show kind of a light, here will be my middle gray and then my real black. So I'm going to switch over to a time-elapse video, and you can kind of watch as I just kind of make this value scale. Now, what you do want to remember when you use a stylus, you do want to have deep grooves. So it's very, very important that you press down hard, while you are drawing. For your actual project, when you switch over to the larger piece, you'll have a drawing underneath there that you created, and then you'll be able to kind of follow that pretty easily as you kind of work on your design. Okay, other than that, just kind of, again, sit back and let me get this done for you. Okay, I got this first part done. Again, like I said, I divided it up into 5 different sections. So this would be our light gray, middle, like a medium gray, a middle gray, and this gets into the black, and the kind of the dark gray right there. So it's not completely even. It doesn't have to be. I do have a lot of these like burr parts that after you kind of get done scratching it, I just take my hand and kind of sweep it off the best that I can on that. Otherwise, I think it'll be fine and set to go. If you did notice, as I was doing this, I just went one direction, so just a hatching. And this one was a cross hatching. This one was a tighter cross hatching, and this one's much more tight. And on the black, I started off that way, but then at the end, I just started going across and just trying to go in any direction I could to try to make this as dark as possible. So you'll have to come up with a design, again, for your dry point that has this full range on there. So next I'm going to kind of get set up and be able to print this so you can kind of see what it looks like for your test sample. Okay, thanks.